Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Legal Platform on Justice Yashwant Verma money laundering case. Today, we have with us on our panel Justice A.N. Mittal sir, former judge of Allahabad High Court. Namaste sir. A very warm-hearted welcome to you. So sir,
Thank you.
what is your viewpoint regarding this money laundering scam? Because it is not common to find 10 to 15 crores cash from the residence of a High Court judge.
No counting of the alleged notes till now, and it was also not possible because it was the result of fire. And as far
Yes.
as the explanations which are being given by the Honorable Judge, I think even a common man cannot believe. It is said that he or his family members had not put the currency notes in bags.
Ji.
Madam, these were the bags of currency notes, not the bags of vegetables or bags of fruits or bags of some food grains. So you can't say that they were not put by you or they were not yours. Moreover, it is also admitted that the furniture and other articles which were kept in the storeroom, they were of his belongings. To my opinion, there cannot be any free access of anybody, maybe
Yes.
a CPWD person, maybe a gardener, maybe the guards, or maybe the staff of his honorable judge. So it's a question of inquiry that how that money came to that storeroom. To my opinion, much delay has been done now, and might be possible that some of the evidences might have been washed away. As far as the direction of Honorable the CJI, that he is directed not to delete his call details. In my opinion, it is also not sufficient. Sufficient for the reason, in my opinion, his mobile phone, his laptop must have been taken into custody.
Yes, sir.
His house, and more particularly the storeroom, should should have been sealed immediately, and the ID, ED, the CBI, and the income tax authorities must have conducted raids over his other rooms as well as at his residence at Allahabad or wherever he has the buildings. But I don't know that whether it has been done or not, and sufficient time has passed, and it is possible that some evidence must have been removed from there. As far as the explanation given by the Honorable Judge is concerned, I think no layman will believe this explanation, and more particularly because His Lordship is a lawman and mere denial of everything is not sufficient. Now, there is a principle of law in the law of torts, res ipsa locutor. The things speak
For
itself.
itself.
The video which is going on the social media, the video which has been released by the Honorable Supreme Court Collegium, the video which has been sent by Honorable the Chief Justice of Delhi High Court, they are speaking in itself various things. Now, one thing is also coming that it may be a conspiracy. There must be reasons for the conspiracy. Who can make the conspiracy? And if there was any conspiracy, why the Honorable Judge till now has not lost any first information report? Moreover, the conspiracy can be done by 2 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh rupees. It is not necessary to put such a huge money,
Yes.
which is being told. I don't know that what is the correct figure, but which is being told at the social media. It may be 15 crores. It was
Yes,
put
sir.
in 5 big bags
Hmm.
and all the currency notes of 500. And
Yes.
we have also
500,
seen
500
on the
notes.
various national news channels that some of the half burnt notes were also found outside his residence.
Yes.
So let us wait now for the inquiry, and whatever is the result of the inquiry is, we have to talk on that. And still, still I am of the view that the inquiry committee must take assistance of the ED, of the CBI, of the NIA, as well as of the income tax department to come to a true conclusion. As far as his transfer to Allahabad High Court is concerned, it
Yes.
is being opposed by the lawyers of the Allahabad.
Hmm.
But to my opinion, it's it's a reward for him. He has been sent back to his home, and I don't think that it is vindictive in any way. Moreover, the Supreme Court and the High Courts have categorically stated and held that transfer is not a punishment. Various writ petitions are filed against the transfer, and the Honorable Supreme Court as well as the Honorable High Court has held that
Hmm.
transfer is not a punishment. It's a routine manner. So whatever is being done, and moreover, the the advocates of Allahabad are also opposing it. I don't want to say anything about the lawyers of the Allahabad, but still I want to say that they are saying that Allahabad High Court is not a dustbin.
Yes.
But the fact is that the kachra is of their home. Why they should not accept their kachra? Why that kachra should be thrown away to some other high court? They have to, they must, or they must reutilize the kachra by making the whatever you may say for that. So there are various suspicions, there are various other aspects which require consideration, and the way Honorable the Collegium of the Honorable Supreme Court has come forward after a week is now appreciable, and to my opinion, with due regards, the Supreme Court Collegium must have come within 1 or 2 days of the incident. Had this incident not been reported in a national newspaper, the public of India was not aware of this incident. Might be that the local people of Delhi might be aware of this incident, but this incident came into picture on 21st of the March when it was a news item in the daily newspaper.
Yes.
Now, yes,
Sir, very true, sir, because Allahabad High Court lawyers said it is not a dumping ground. So, but sir, Allahabad Bar wants Justice Verma impeached in the cash raw because associations argues that judicial integrity is at stake and public trust is also eroding.
certainly the public trust has eroded by this incident. It is the duty of the judiciary to re-establish its image. And it's a first incident that such a huge money has been caught, uh, recovered, or maybe was burned or caught fire in his residence. And certainly, it the message given to the public is that the judges are dishonest. And to remove that impression and to re-establish the integrity of the judiciary, which is considered to be at the highest pedestal.
Yes.
So it is the duty of the Honorable the Supreme Court to re-establish the integrity of the judges. And on various news channels, there was debate that the collegium system should be reconsidered and there should be transparency in the appointments. So I say that a person doesn't becomes dishonest from the very inception of the joining of the service.
Yes.
It is only afterwards. Maybe the district judiciary, maybe the high court, high court judges, maybe IAS or PCS. no one is dishonest from very first day.
Yes.
There are certain circumstances, there are certain reasons for which a person decides to be a dishonest person. So, in my opinion, this collegium system, reconsideration of the collegium system and other things is not important. Now, one thing is also more important, that we have the provision for impeachment.
Yes.
And we have seen that in last 75 years, I don't think that any judge has been impeached.
Yes.
So, in my opinion, the procedure for impeachment must be made much easier, and the requirement of signatures of 100 MPs, that should be done away.
Yes.
And I also want to say one thing which may not be acceptable to others. I say that the judge of the High Court is appointed upon the recommendation of the Supreme Court Collegium, upon the uh, confirmation of the Law Ministry, upon the confirmation by the PM House, and by Honorable the President of India.
Yes.
It has also been held in various cases that power to appoint includes power to remove.
Yes, sir.
So I was just thinking, that what is need for impeachment? The Collegium of the Supreme Court, if it finds that the judge was guilty, it should recommend to the central government
Hmm.
to remove that judge, and that recommendation should be considered by the Ministry of Law as well as by the PM House, and then the President of India should take a proper action, because this is the channel by which they are appointed, and same channel will should apply for the removal also. The protection of the constitution is available to the honest judges,
Yes, sir.
honest civil servants, honest officers. It is not available to a dishonest person. And I'm not saying, still, I don't think that I'm saying that Mr. Yashwant Verma is a dishonest person. No, it's nothing my knowledge. I'm not saying so. But as I told you, that the things speak itself. The things are speaking that a huge quantity of Indian currency was found in his storeroom, and it was within the special knowledge, it was within the personal knowledge of that honorable judge, that how that currency reached to that storeroom.
Yes, sir. Big
And
question.
moreover, yes, yes,
Hmm. Sir, was High Court judge ever accused of corruption like this before?
yes, so
Sir,
many.
please explain any one cases.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Justice S.N. Shukla of Lucknow bench, he was also accused of corruption.
Yes.
Justice I.M. Qudusi of Lucknow, he was also subjected to such allegations. There was one allegation against Nirmaljeet Kaur of Punjab and Haryana High Court, where an amount of 15 lakhs was sent to her home, and it was inquired by the uh, three judges committee. There are also cases of, I think, Ramaswamy and Mr. Karjan
Yes, sir.
of Madras High Court, Mr. Sumit Bhattacharya or Sumit Ghosh, whatever. So it's a not a new thing that has come out, but at the same time, the amount was not disclosed. Still, the amount has not been disclosed. In the
Yes.
previous cases also, it was stated, it was alleged that they have lost their integrity. They are not performing their duty with due diligence, and they are not obeying the orders of the Honorable Supreme Court, and the otherwise orders are being passed for some extraneous considerations. So there have been various instances, but I don't think that the nothing has been done, and they retired in their due course. And after retirement, you see that although against Mr. S.N. Shukla, the CBI has lost the first information report, and I think the case will proceed.
Okay, sir. Sir, if he is proven guilty, what potential legal and disciplinary actions could faced by Justice Verma under the current judicial accountability framework?
Under the current judicial accountability framework,
Framework, yes, sir.
the only way is to impeach him in the parliament, and if he is impeached, then he shall be removed from the service. But as I told you that now the time has come that the central government must think, as well as the Supreme Court Collegium also must think, to make some easy process regarding the removal of a judge. And what, as I had suggested, that because the judge of the High Court is appointed upon the recommendation of the Supreme Court Collegium and then considered by the Law Ministry and
Yes,
then
sir.
by the PM House, and then the final order is being passed, the warrant is being issued by the President of India. So the same procedure. There is nothing new. Same procedure may be adopted for the removal of the judges. And the Constitution also needs some amendment in this light. And the procedure, the in-house procedure for the in-house inquiry, that should also be uh, made clear. And one more aspect is that a quick action must be taken. It should not be delayed for time immemorial. It should be done within month or 2 months, or at least at the most 6 months. So the urgency is required to re-establish the faith on the judiciary.
Yes, sure. So, in this case involving sitting or the former judges, how can the legal system ensures a fair and impartial trial without judicial biasness?
Basically, the image of a High Court judge or of the Supreme Court judge or of the District Court judge, it is always open for public debate.
Yes, sir.
And in my opinion, one of the most wanted aspect is the uncle practice. Uncle practice, I mean, the kids and kins of the honorable judge are practicing in the same high court, and I have seen that they are filing high amount of income tax returns. They are laundering the money by way of filing high value of income tax returns. So, what I suggest is that to bring back the system of 1996. In 1996, a system was evolved that whenever any judge is given oath of any judge of the High Court, then he was immediately transferred to some other High Court. And it continued for, I think, 3 or 4 years, and various judges at that time, whoever were elevated, they were sent to some different high courts. Now,
Yes, sir.
one argument was given that as far as the service judges are concerned, there was no problem. As far as the elevations from the bar were considered, certainly they had raised the objection that if they are transferred to some other high court, may be possible that the Supreme Court Collegium may not get the certain amount of suitable and honest judges, because everybody who is established at a particular place for 25, 30 years or 40 years, or by pedigrees, third generation, fourth generation, he may not be, he may not like to go outside of that place. That's
Yes.
why I think that that system was closed, and now the judges who are practicing there, they are elevated at the same place. And I think that during the practice, you have to meet various officials, you have to meet various staff members, you have to meet various colleagues. So when you are elevated to judge of the High Court, there must be your seniors, there must be your brothers, there must be your brother advocates, and and you frequently still meet them. It is said that the judicial officers or a judge should not meet uh, any person in private. So I don't think that if they are elevated to the same high court, how can they forget their seniors, their brother advocate judges, their kiths and kins, and it is not possible. So immediate step must be uh, taken for
Yes.
transfer of those judges to some other high court, to some other high court. That way, to some extent, curb the corruption.
Yes. So, do you believe there are loopholes in oversighting mechanisms for monitoring judicial conduct? So, what reforms would you recommend?
In my opinion, the Chief Justice of the concerned High Court,
Yes.
who is the administrative boss of that High Court, should keep vigilance over the working of the judges because he is the only person who allots the work. He should he should take care of the judgments, whatever being uh, delivered by the honorable judges, and some other mechanism has to be developed, as in the case of the civil servants and in the case of the district judiciary. There are measures, so modified measures may be adopted. Watch to conduct the watch on the high court judges.
Thank you so very much, sir, for this fruitful session. We shall again look forward for your valuable insight to enlighten our viewers. Thank you, sir. Thank you.